So today I want to check something with you guys. The one thing I have been having issues with this car is I cannot get it to rev smoothly and to rev higher than 7,000 RPM. I got around to 8 once, but that was just once. So a good friend on Instagram contacted me about the engine, how it was sounding, and he told me to send him my tune, and I did. So this was like the tune that I made, like the shit that I changed. This is the primaries and this are the secondaries. Now when he saw it, he was like, whoa. And I was like, oh man, I don't like the whoa. What's going on? He said, I have never seen a 200% increase on fuel, especially on the low RPMs. And I was like, shit. Like, so the car was so rich, it was running so rich that the AFR gauge was telling me it was lean. So it was like getting a false reading. So I thought that I needed to go higher, but instead I needed to go lower with the fuel. Like I had everything so wrong. So this guy took time out of his life. He sat here and he fixed all of this shit, and I'm gonna show you what he did. So here he's got it much there fixed. Like, look how smooth that is. On my on the primaries, my highest number was around 109. Here, the highest number you're gonna find, it will be like 79, and is nowhere where mine was. Mine was in this area, like the 100 number. It's just crazy how much different it looks from what I had done, but I haven't tried it yet. So today we're gonna try it and see how it works. By the way, I also had an issue with the timing. So when I first done the timing for the car, I thought it was at 0 degrees. I did find top dead center, everything was correct. Even on the pulley, like the crank trigger wheel, it has a mark on it and it shows that that's the top dead center, so I know that's correct. So what I did was, again, this guy helped me out a lot. He told me that for you to let me just connect the ECU on so I can show you exactly what happened. Now we're on the ignition calibration. So what I was doing, what the big mistake I was selecting 0 degrees, and from there I would go to save, confirm and everything, confirm here, save, and then write ECU. But it would not save, it would not save to 20 degrees. And I saw this message here. Okay, this message here, it says adjust position until match 20 degrees at timing light. So the car was at 20 degrees and I thought it was at 0. So whatever we were doing on the ECU, we were doing it as like it's 0 degrees, but it was actually 20 degrees. So the car was sounding very funky. Like, I had a lot of pops and everything. When I started this thing, I put it on 0, and then I saw this message, which is exactly the same one as the 20 degrees one. But now I understood. I understood that you need to press 0. You need to start the car, do the timing, and as I was pressing the, I think this is I don't know. I think these are like switched some way, I don't know, but I was pressing that like minus, and I could see like the time is starting to go to its position, and the car was changing, the sound was changing. At some point the car would not stay on So I had to increase so on my pedal there's like a screw there, and I can increase the RPM from there if I want, like to have it on a higher idle. Instead of like messing around with the ITBs and everything, I can just mess with that. So yeah, now and but oh yeah, and as I was continuing going near the mark of 0 degrees, at 0 degrees, the car changed so much. I was like, fucking hell, man, it was so smooth, everything was working perfectly. Like, I have never heard the car like that. So now that we've got 0 timing and everything is correct, and the guy, he sat and fixed the fuel, let's see if she will rev higher than 7,000. If I can get it to 8, 9, then I'm happy. It's not about having it to rev high, but at least once. I just want to hear it once. It will just make my soul happy, let's say. So I'm gonna actually just write ECU. Yeah, muestra. We do that. Okay, so now she is bomba. Let me just get her ready, and yeah, we'll do the first start up together and see how she sounds. He did say that I might need to calibrate the TPS again. I hope I do not need to, but we're going to see. Okay, is it out of gear? Let's see, TPS. Yeah, she looks fine. Yeah, she's fine. Alright, let's give it a start. Hadi manam, let's see. Okay. I think she's running too lean, to be honest. No, she doesn't want to. Hadi manam. Why? Ya di mo kam nis malagi esora. She doesn't even want to rev. She does sound smoother. Like, this is how smooth she sounded when I changed the timing. I made it to 0 degrees, but she does not want to stay on. For the life of her, she does not want to stay on. Fucking hell, man. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, she's showing that she's rich on idle. Let's see what's going on. 14. How the fuck did you go to 14? I'm just gonna let her cool down a bit, and I'm gonna pump up the fuel and see if I can, but I'm not gonna touch the fuel table. What I'm gonna do, there is like a setting on the system, is overall fuel trim. So I could put it up. I could start with the primaries, see if it changes, if the car starts to rev. I think if we can't, I'm just gonna go back to my old map that I know that it works, and slowly just fix that one. I mean, the guy said it has too much fuel, so what I'm gonna do is start lowering the fuel and see. Hey, F.E.S. prick. So, hey, Siobinesi. Got dogs inside. Like, imagine if my dogs were out now. Woo, it's gonna be a shit show now. Hey, Tommy, shut up. So, that's what we're gonna do now. Just let her cool down a bit and then start putting fuel in her and see how she reacts. But my exhaust is very dry, so yeah, I think she's very, very lean. And it's been showing me like the AFR has been going up to like 18, so that's not good. So let's try and play around with this, with the overall fuel trim. Let's put it there. She doesn't want to. She don't like it. She does not want to do shit. Okay, just fuck it. Let's go back to the old map. No, that one bad in there. Primaries. Right, ECU. No. Okay. Right, do you see like now that she's running with my map? She's working now. I don't understand why, because I don't understand. I don't, and she's showing around 12, so I think that's all right. I think that's a good number. I'm not sure. If you know, if you want to let me know, tell me. But she's got a lot of pop in here, but I don't understand. Let's see the AFR, how she reacts. My map, she's also holding off here. Alright, I don't need to burn the shit out of her, but With my map, she's working, and with the time is set, she's actually sounding very good. But again, it goes like up to around, what did we get? Around 7,000, nearly 8,000 RPM. I think I'm just gonna stop messing with her. Just gonna stop messing with her because at some point we will blow the shit out of her. But I don't know if you guys know, but this engine is her actually. So what? Ooh, what's this oil there? Oh, holy shit! It's coming out of the pan. Holy crap! We have an oil leak. So this engine, if you put coolant in it, it's just gonna go into the rotor housing. I found that out when I actually put water in her to clean her out, and then I went to spin the engine with spin it with hand pressure, like not by starting it or anything, and she was locked up, she wasn't moving. So I took off the spark plugs and fucking water was coming out of her. So what I did the same day, the good thing that when the guy had it, he didn't have water, she didn't have coolant in it. So the engine didn't get rust or anything because we stuck a camera in her and we saw the inside of her. There was a bit where the oil rings are on the rotor. Just there was a little bit of rust. But it wasn't that, like, it was a very tiny amount. So what I did was I put engine oil in her, I filled her up, I let her sit for a couple of minutes, then I drained it out and I started to spin the engine. I was spinning it by hand, just spinning it, removed all the engine oil from inside of her and put clean oil inside of just a little bit. And every now and then I would spin the engine, and that will keep my engine assembly inside rust free because she was sitting for a long time. So yeah, that is basically it. The engine overall, she's alright, but she just needs the coolant seals. At some point we're going to open her up in very soon. Actually, we're going to open her up because I want to take apart the whole car and just finish it. I still got a lot of welding to do, like I still need to make the suspension pieces. So when that is done, then we're going to take it apart. I'm going to put coolant seals in it, change it up, whatever the engine needs I will do it, but I will leave her stock. I'm not going to push her. Even when I connect the turbo on it, she won't be feeding that much, so she makes like a good amount of power. What I want her to do is run. I want to be able to test her out, see how the car reacts first, make sure that the suspension is actually working well, you know, just get that out of the puzzle. And then when I know that she's ready, then we'll open up the engine again, and I have plans so I can make around 450-500 horsepower. Now a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's a Renesis engine, you're not going to make that much of power. Yeah, but that's what people have been saying to me my whole life. They've been saying you can't do it, but I've been proving people wrong since I was born, innit? So yeah, a lot of people said I won't be able to build this, but voila, look at this shit. I've got a full tube frame here. So never say never. There is things to do, and just that I've got the RX-8 like intake off, that was the biggest amount of horsepower waste you can have on an engine. Like that piece, first of all, is plastic. I do not like plastic shit on my intake. I don't know whose idea was it to make a plastic intake, but it was shit. Now, the rest of it with those valves and shit, so they can close and open because this is a 6-port engine. There are 2 ports on top that do not feed. They only get fed air. They do not get fed fuel. That's the lower ones and the 2 middle ones in the middle. So the 2 middle ones get fed from the primaries and the secondaries injection, and then we've got 2 injections on the side, the secondaries. They feed the lower ports that goes on each side of the housing. The ones on top, they only get fed air. So that's where the valves were. And inside there's like this valve, and it opens and it closes when it goes to high RPMs. That's all out. So we have a clean, all 6 runners are getting fed. A lot of people have been asking me why I've got 4 ITBs on instead of 2. It's a 6-port. It's not like what's it called, peripheral port, if I'm not mistaken. That's got like 2 in the middle of the rotor housing. So yeah, this one has 6 ports. So when I did chop the original RX-8 intake, I was left with 4 ports. So yeah, that's why it has 4 ITBs on it, because there's 4 ports. What do you want me to do with that? Like, even if I left the whole intake and just removed the plastic piece, I would still have 4 ports. Yeah, it is 6, but the 2 of them are bridged together. So you get where I'm going with this. So yeah, I think this is done for now. Like, my map works better, it revs better, it holds better, the power. So we tried the tune that the guy made. It didn't really work. Like, there was a lot of fuel issues. It was very lean. Did not want to rev. Didn't really want to do anything, to be honest. Like, not even. It did start. At least it did start. But to be honest, you know something? My tune, it's not that bad. Like, I've checked one point when I was revving it with my tune, it was spiking up to, like, it was going very lean. So the thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this car cool down. I'm gonna go and see where exactly on the table is running lean, and then I'm gonna fix that piece. And I'm just gonna take it slow. Just start from the low RPM. Just make it short. Now that I know I can hold RPM, because before it couldn't. It was doing like, you were trying to hold, let's say 3,000 RPM, 4,000. You will press the pedal and it will do like a, like it was bouncing everywhere, like it was throwing out flames, like it was very bad. That was because of the timing. Now that the timing is fixed, I can concentrate on the fuel. Well, we're on the right track. So yeah, that's done. She works. She still works. I haven't completely killed her. And I don't know, let's give her a little bit of move. I like to drive it like from here to there. Now, before you start that safety shit, that there's no floor, there's no firewall, there's nothing protecting me from the gearbox, from the drive shaft and everything. I will put panels everywhere. It's just because I still got a lot of welding to do. There's no point in me starting to put panels, because for me to actually put the panels, I need to put more tubing. So it's not like a big straight piece there. I want to make it look nice. I want I want to have like the tubing I'm gonna put. This is a small dimension. It's not gonna be like the same thick, the same size as this one. So these are 38 millimeters. So what I might use is around like 20 or maybe something smaller, just so I can make like cool little pieces over here and there. I know it's gonna add a bit of weight, but it's not gonna look like flat. I want it to look nice. So yeah, let's give her a little start up. So we put this in first, then we make sure all the switches are off first. Turn this on. This one is for the alternator. So this gives power to alternator so it can start working. This one is for the AFR gauge. I do not want it working whenever I turn the switch on. And this one here is for the fuel pump. Then we start it. Oh. I do need to bleed the brake still because it seems there's some air in it. That front. Shit, man, she looks nice.